The wind rustled the pages of a well-worn atlas as a young boy named Alex traced his finger over the lines and names of distant lands. He lived in a quiet town where the horizon was a canvas of predictable sameness. Each day he'd escape to the dusty corner of the local library, surrounded by tales of adventure and history, dreaming of the day when he could leave his footprints on those faraway shores. Alex had a keen mind and a hunger for knowledge that seemed insatiable. His curiosity often led him to the travel section, where he'd devour books about ancient civilizations and the wars that shaped the world. He'd read about the Great Wall of China, the Pyramids of Egypt, and the Colosseum of Rome, feeling the weight of each stone and the echo of every battle cry within his soul. One sunny afternoon, as he was lost in the annals of history, a mysterious envelope with no return address slipped through the library's mail slot. It landed on the desk beside him, the sound jolting him out of his reverie. He picked it up, feeling the paper's aged texture beneath his fingertips. Inside, he found an airline ticket to Egypt, along with a note that simply read, "Your adventure awaits." Alex stared at the ticket, heart racing. It was as if the universe had heard his silent pleas and granted him the opportunity of a lifetime. Without a moment's hesitation, he packed his bag and broke the news to his parents. Their initial shock gave way to a mix of excitement and trepidation, but they saw the spark in his eyes and knew that this was a journey he had to undertake. The flight was long, but the anticipation kept him wide-eyed. The airplane's wheels touched down in Cairo, and the moment Alex stepped out into the warm embrace of the desert air, he knew he was in a world far removed from the comfort of home. The city was a cacophony of sounds and smells, with the call to prayer resonating from minarets and the aroma of spices wafting from nearby markets. With a backpack filled with essentials and a small guidebook in hand, Alex navigated the bustling streets. The vibrant colors of the bazaars and the grandeur of the ancient structures left him in awe. His first destination was the Great Sphinx, standing sentinel to the sands of time. As he approached the monumental creature, the weight of history grew heavier upon his shoulders. He reached out, his fingertips brushing the rough stone, feeling the warmth of the sun-soaked surface. The guidebook spoke of secrets and mysteries that lay hidden within the Sphinx's enigmatic gaze, but it was the tales of the pharaohs that truly captured Alex's imagination. He ventured to the nearby pyramids of Giza, the grandeur of which surpassed anything he could have ever imagined. The sheer size of these ancient tombs humbled him, and as he stepped into their shadow, he couldn't help but wonder about the lives of those who had once walked these sands. The following days were a whirlwind of new experiences. Alex learned about hieroglyphs and mummification from a friendly local guide who spoke with such passion that Alex felt as if he were living through the stories himself. They explored the hallowed halls of the Great Pyramid, and as Alex descended into the burial chamber of Khufu, he could almost hear the whispers of the ancient priests and pharaohs. The air was thick with the scent of dust and ancient incense, a silent testament to the reverence once held within these walls. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, Alex found himself on the banks of the Nile. The river flowed lazily, a timeless witness to the empires that had risen and fallen along its banks. He sat, his legs dangling over the water, contemplating the riddles of the Sphinx and the lives of the pharaohs. A gentle breeze carried the distant laughter of children playing in the fields, a reminder that life, too, was a journey filled with joy and wonder. The next morning, Alex boarded a boat that would take him upstream to the ancient city of Luxor. As they sailed, the river's edge grew lush and green, a stark contrast to the surrounding desert. The boat's captain, a grizzled man with a hearty laugh, regaled him with tales of the river's gods and the legends of Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Alex listened, the words weaving a tapestry of myth and history in his mind. When they arrived, the city greeted him with a symphony of honking horns and the bustle of local life. He made his way through the crowded streets, marveling at the juxtaposition of the modern world against the backdrop of ancient temples and ruins. His guidebook led him to the Karnak temple complex, where the towering columns and intricate carvings whispered of a time when gods and men walked the earth. The sun cast dramatic shadows across the vast stone courtyard, and as he wandered, Alex felt as if he were a tiny figure in a grand play, the script written in a language long forgotten. In the quiet of the evening, Alex sat outside his hotel room, the scent of jasmine and spices wafting through the air. He wrote in his journal, detailing the sights, sounds, and tastes that had filled his days. His hand grew tired, but his mind raced with questions and excitement for what tomorrow would bring. The mysterious benefactor had left no instructions beyond the initial ticket, allowing him to forge his own path through the tapestry of history. He felt both empowered and overwhelmed by the vastness of the world and the stories it held. The next day, his curiosity led him to the Valley of the Kings. He walked through the narrow, winding pathways that had been carved into the desert rock, each step bringing him closer to the final resting places of the pharaohs. His guide explained the significance of the elaborate tombs, each one a testament to the power and wealth of those buried within. Alex felt a strange kinship with the young pharaoh Tutankhamun, whose life had been so brief yet so impactful. As they approached the fabled tomb of Tutankhamun, his heart raced with excitement. The chamber was smaller than he had imagined, but the intricate artwork that adorned the walls and the glittering gold of the sarcophagus spoke volumes of the boy king's reign. Alex studied the hieroglyphs, feeling a deep connection to the past, as if the ancient scribes had left their thoughts for him to find. Leaving the tomb, he couldn't help but feel a sense of loss. The grandeur of the pharaohs was matched only by the brevity of their lives, a stark reminder of mortality's grip on even the most powerful. Yet, amidst the dust of millennia, there was a beauty in the perseverance of their stories, a testament to the human spirit's quest for immortality. As Alex emerged from the tomb, the desert sun cast a warm glow across the landscape, and he felt the gentle tug of fate nudging him towards his next destination. His adventure wasn't over yet. The mysterious envelope had held not only a ticket to Egypt, but also a clue to his next journey. He pulled out the faded piece of paper, and his eyes fell upon a cryptic message: "Seek the land where the sun sets into the sea."